Welcome to my series, Is This Disney Princess a Good Role Model? We are going to start at the very beginning. Snow White. Snow White, first and foremost, shows an amazing work ethic. No matter what the job, she gets it done without any complaints. She is also very kind. She treats everybody around her with respect, even the evil queen. When she is treated poorly, Snow White responds in a kind and caring manner. This is how come the huntsman lets her go. Next, she is smart. When the huntsman lets her go, she doesn't just give up and sit there. She runs. She finds a place to stay. And even though it may not have been the best choice to just enter, she did find a home. She found shelter, and she went inside. She didn't take advantage of the dwarves once she met them. She still continued to do the housework and help out and take care of them, which for that time period was a great thing to do. It was one of the roles that a woman had back then. So she didn't go to the mines with them, but she did do the housekeeping and cook for them. In the end, when we take into account some differences in the time periods, yes, Snow White is a very good role model. She teaches us to have a good work ethic and to be kind. Those are two very basic qualities that everyone should have. Welcome to part 2 of Is This Disney Princess a Good Role Model? Next up, Cinderella. Cinderella is a princess who often gets a bad reputation, but when you actually look at it, she's an excellent role model. Cinderella has an amazing and optimistic outlook on life. No matter what Lady Tremaine and the stepsisters put her through, Cinderella continues to dream because she knows it's possible for a life with more. I know some people will say, but ultimately she was just looking for a man to save her. That's not actually true. When you actually take a deep look at Cinderella, she was not looking for love with the prince. She was looking for an experience at the ball. It just so happened that the prince chose her. And in the end, yes, he does help her with achieving her dreams of a better life. But the dream was not the love with the prince. The dream was the better life. To get where she is by the end of our story, Cinderella has kindness and she's grateful for those around her who helped get her there. Her kindness allowed her to have all of her animal friends help her, as well as the fairy godmother. And Cinderella doesn't forget that. Cinderella teaches us to dream big, to set goals, and to never give up until we find our happy ending, no matter what that might be. If you're enjoying these Disney Princess role model videos, please give me a like and a follow. Which princess should I do next? Let me know in the comments. Next up in Is This Disney Princess a Good Role Model? Aurora. Aurora is a hard princess to determine how much of a positive role model she is because she's in only 18 minutes of the movie. What we do see of Aurora is a beautiful young girl longing for her prince to come. We see her disobey the 3 fairies and end up under Maleficent's spell. With what we do see of Aurora, she appears to be a child who hasn't grown into a positive or negative role model at this point in her life. Because of this, I do not deem Aurora a positive role model or a negative role model. She's just young. However, within Sleeping Beauty, we see 3 very positive role models in Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. Should I do a video on how they are the positive role models in this film? Let me know. Part 4 of Is This Disney Princess a Good Role Model? We are up to one of my favorite princesses and our first negative role model. First and foremost, Ariel is defiant. She does not listen to her father or Sebastian at all. She does whatever Ariel wants with no thought about consequences or safety. The movie literally opens with her not being at the concert in front of the entire kingdom because Ariel was doing whatever Ariel wanted to do, which was go off and explore. Second, she falls in love with Prince Eric after seeing him once and thinking that he was hot. A good-looking man is not a good reason to abandon your family, make a deal with a sea witch, and leave the only life you've ever known. Third, and this is something I only realized recently due to a comment from Molly at All Ears, Ariel literally breaks her contract with Ursula. She breaks the contract. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and completely bash Ariel. She does help us learn to dream and to explore and go after what we want. However, the way she goes about doing this does not make her a good role model. I love Ariel, and I know you can't tell right now because it's kind of faded, but I dye my hair specifically to look like Ariel, and Part of Your World is one of the best songs out there. However, Ariel is not someone to idolize for her personal characteristics. Ariel, I love you more than most princesses, but a positive role model you are not. Ursula, on the other hand, is a determined businesswoman. Should I do a series on the villains? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and follow for more Disney therapy content. Next up, in Is This Disney Princess a Good Role Model? A fan favorite, Belle. Looking at Belle, right away, we can see that she is independent, intelligent, and family-oriented, all very good qualities for a person to have. Belle can get lost in her own mind and in books. However, these aren't necessarily bad qualities to have. She is continuously kind to the townspeople, despite how much they gossip about her and her father. She stands up to Gaston, who consistently harasses her and asks her to marry him. She says no and sets boundaries. When her father goes missing, she goes to find him and then offers to stay with the Beast in his place. She puts her father's needs and safety above her own because she loves him so much. Now is when people will try to point out Stockholm Syndrome. But is that really what happens? If you want my take on that, let me know in the comments and I'll do a separate video on it. This video is just about the characteristics of the princess. Belle is adaptable to her situation within the palace. She takes the time to get to know everyone and grows to love them, including the Beast. In the end, Belle is a fantastic role model. Belle shows us that it's okay to have your own mind, to be smart, to set boundaries, and to ultimately just be who you are, no matter what those around you have to say about it. Thank you, Belle, for being exceptional. Welcome to part 6 of Is This Disney Princess a Good Role Model? Jasmine. While Jasmine has defiant moments like Ariel, Jasmine's defiance is different because it is not selfish, it's about standing up for what's right. Jasmine understands her responsibility to her kingdom, which is to get married to a prince and help protect them all. However, it's not something that she wants to do, and she makes that known despite the fact that she will still do it to save her people. Jasmine always stands up for herself, and I feel like this is seen even more in the live-action film when she sings Speechless, which is one of the most empowering songs that I can think of. Jasmine has courage, intelligence, understanding, and uses her voice. Jasmine is also the first non-white princess and the first one to wear pants, which I think is pretty incredible. In the end, Jasmine is an empowering and inspirational role model. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Disney therapy content. Welcome to part 7 of Is This Disney Princess a Good Role Model? Pocahontas edition. I will start by saying I am fully aware of how problematic and historically inaccurate this film is. However, I am doing an analysis of the personal characteristics of each Disney princess as seen in the movie and the movie alone. This series has nothing to do with the context of the movie. If you would like that, I can do that as another series. This is specifically just about Pocahontas as we see her and know her. Pocahontas, first and foremost, is seen as being fearless. I will never forget being a little girl in the 90s, watching her dive off the cliff into the water, and then trying to spend the entire summer recreating that dive off the high dive at the lake. Pocahontas taught us all to take a leap of faith and to have courage. She is a princess that does understand her role, but also will not let the men around her define her. Marriage is not her priority, and she understands that all women always have a choice. She helps us to understand that we can take the smooth, steady course, or we can take a chance. No matter what you choose, though, make sure it's what's best for you. She teaches us to respect and to listen to nature and to the animals all around us. She is brave, kind, adventurous, and wise. All amazing characteristics for someone to have. Pocahontas, as we see in the film, is an amazing role model. Please like and subscribe for more Disney Therapy content. Welcome to part 8 of Is This Disney Princess a Good Role Model? Next up, one of my personal favorites, Mulan. So, is Mulan a good role model? Yes. That's it. Yes. I feel like I don't really need to elaborate on this one. It's Mulan. She's awesome. Thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Disney Therapy content. And if you really want me to break it down, just let me know in the comments and I'll do a part 2. Next up in Is This Disney Princess a Good Role Model? Merida. This is a long video because Merida is a princess that we actually go on a journey with her into being a positive role model. She begins the film raising her voice, being defiant, being disrespectful towards her mother, and making reckless decisions. She does not appear to have a full understanding of effective communication or responsibility. However, throughout the course of the film, we get to see her transition into a strong, brave, independent woman. With the best hair out of any Disney character ever, I will not be taking comments on that statement. Merida of all our princesses is the most human. We see a princess who likes to be outdoors, who doesn't mind getting dirty, who snorts when she laughs, and has a specialized skill since childhood. Merida's defiance is a positive and something that a lot of people can relate to because she's defiant with a purpose. She is standing up to unfair laws and traditions that have not changed with the changing of the times. She has the right idea, but at times goes about things the wrong way. Merida is flawed with a purpose. Her flaws help her become who she is. We see her throughout the course of the movie learn how to communicate with her mother, despite her mother not even being able to use words. She is not our perfect ladylike princess that is often expected. She's an adventurer, and she can take care of herself. She also is our first princess to not have a love interest. She is able to show us that your happy ending doesn't necessarily mean having a relationship. Merida is our most flawed but human role model that we have. Merida teaches us that we always have the power to change our own fate and to never give up on what you believe in, no matter what. Merida is the princess that at the end of the day, we should all aspire to be. She fights for herself. She fights for her rights. She fights for her family. She fights for her independence. Merida is definitely a positive role model. Like and follow for more Disney therapy content. Next up in my series of Is This Disney Princess a Good Role Model? Tiana. Tiana is very similar to Mulan in the fact that the answer is yes. I feel like anybody who's seen Princess and the Frog knows that Tiana is an amazing role model for everyone. If you want me to break it down more, I can. Just let me know in the comments. However, I don't feel like she needs it broken down. Tiana is the role model that we all needed in this world, and I am so grateful that Disney gave us her. Thank you, Tiana, for being Tiana. If you would like more Disney therapy content, like and follow for more. Part 11 of Is This Disney Princess a Good Role Model? Rapunzel edition. Rapunzel is a princess that is very near and dear to my heart for many personal reasons. That's why it makes me so happy to let you know, yes, Rapunzel is a good role model. Rapunzel doesn't waste a minute of her day. She's trapped in a tower and she could just sit there and sulk, but instead she has hobbies, she entertains herself, and she uses up every minute of her free time. Rapunzel wasn't aware of the abuse and the gaslighting that she was being subjected to for the majority of her life. But something inside of her always knew that she should be out there in the world, that she should see the floating lanterns gleam. She is brave and strong, and she took a leap of faith going off with Flynn. Now, while I don't suggest running off with strange men that you don't know anything about, Rapunzel did trust her gut, and she went after what she wanted. She had a dream, and she did not let any obstacle stand in her way of her dreams coming true. She is also a good influence on those around her. She takes Flynn on this journey from being a thief to being a brave, strong, caring, kind man. Like many of our princesses, Rapunzel is flawed. She's impulsive and reckless at times. However, her flaws are what make her human. No one in this world is perfect, and we can't expect that of our Disney princesses either. We should want them to be relatable role models, where their positives outweigh their negatives. Rapunzel teaches us that the next steps are what are important. She teaches us to be brave. She teaches us to problem solve. And she teaches us to never give up on our dreams. Rapunzel is definitely a good role model because, as I said, her positives outweigh her negatives. And that's what we need in a role model. Like and subscribe for more Disney therapy content. Welcome to part 12 of Is This Disney Princess a Good Role Model? Moana edition. Moana is one of the bravest characters we meet. And I don't just mean princesses, I mean in general. Moana understands what she needs to do to save her people, so she puts all fear aside and goes out on a journey alone. Moana is the epitome of a strong, independent woman. On top of all that, she also has a great deal of respect for her parents, her elders, and her people. Moana shows us that it's possible to go off and have fun with Grandma, and it's also possible to still be responsible. She allows herself to be who she is, while also fulfilling her duties to her people. While she goes off initially on the journey by herself, She does understand that you need help along the way, and that's what she finds with Maui. Moana shows us how to balance our lives, which is always the ultimate goal. We want to find balance in everything that we do. Moana is curious, daring, brave, intelligent, kind, and I could keep going on and on about her. I love Moana so much, and I feel like it's fairly clear that she is an excellent role model. This concludes our series, Is This Disney Princess a Good Role Model? I know some of you are sitting there going, but Colleen, what about Elsa and Anna and Elena of Avalor? None of them are actually Disney princesses. Elsa and Anna are queens, and characters like Elena and Megara are not Disney princesses. They are Disney characters. In order to be an official Disney princess, you have to have your coronation at Disney, and they have not had that, unfortunately. With that being said, stay tuned for, is this character a good role model, and does this Disney villain have a point? Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like and follow for more Disney therapy content. To close out World Princess Week, I thought we would do a video on our newest princess, Raya. I was so excited for this movie because I have an obsession with dragons. I absolutely love dragons. Any kind of dragon, whether it's ferocious or it's Sisu, I love dragons. Little did I know I was going to get a character that I was going to love and admire as much as I do Raya. I think one of the first things we have to talk about with Raya is how diplomatic she is. You know, when they're at that meeting where everyone's there, all the different tribes, she goes down, she initiates peace, she talks to someone, she's like, hey, let's go chill. And that is such an admirable quality because in the face of conflict, Raya was able to connect. On top of that, Raya throughout the course of the film shows us her bravery, shows us how smart she is and how determined she is. There is absolutely nothing that will stop Raya from saving her people. The flaw we see in Raya at the very beginning is that she is too trusting of Namaari. And that is something that a lot of us have fallen to before, is trusting someone too quickly and trusting someone too much. And she ended up getting betrayed by Namaari. But her trust in others, her trust in herself, ultimately does help her along her journey as well, because she is able to achieve her goal in the end. The last reason that I think Raya is a good role model is something that a lot of people probably don't even notice and think about, but little girl Raya talks about how comfort is important and how she doesn't want to be in her dress clothing. And I feel that. Deep in my core, I feel that. So little girl Raya understanding the importance of comfort as well as beauty is something that I do admire in her. So yes, our newest addition to the Disney Princess lineup, Raya, is 100% a good role model because she is brave, she is smart, she is determined, she is kind, and she is trusting because yes, that trust does become a strength as well. Let me know in the comments what you think about Raya and what you think about her journey and who you think should be an official Disney princess. My personal take on that is Esmeralda deserves to be an official Disney princess. But let me know what you think. And don't forget to like and follow for more Disney therapy content.